Oh, Dad's in a different chair in the basement today. Um, there's a Tracy Lynn Moss original up there. There you go. New artwork for you. I'm on the other side of the basement, actually. Um, and it is the 25th of June. It's about 10:44. And so I've already talked a couple times about, just breathing and existing and being in the moment. It helps you deal with a lot of frustrations and anger and the importance of figuring out who you are and how that will help you handle a lot of situations if you just take that time to get out of monitors and all this stuff. Of course, as you watch this through a monitor, so yeah. But um, just looking inside and figuring out what you're about and why you get frustrated, why you get angry, all those things. So I've talked a lot about that and learning how to deal with situations. And there's a flip side to that. Um, so you'll see in a lot of things I talk about where I'll talk about one thing and then with an exception of this and one thing and an exception of that. And it's just the dichotomy of being a human being, I guess. So uh, your dad, me, I grew up being bullied quite a bit for a while. And I'm glad I was because I have a lot of appreciation for people that are victimized and persecuted and um, put down by those who are a little bit more powerful or think they're more powerful. Um, and I have no tolerance for that. I was bullied and I was, subjected to getting hung up by my underwear on the post of a stairwell in middle school. Um, you picked on quite a bit. I was into my D&D and hanging out with my buddy Al and running around and just kind of probably doing some nerdy things. And I was kind of small. And I never liked that feeling, and I don't want to be a part of that feeling, and I don't want anybody else to feel that feeling. So, when I talk about having an open hand, for people and trying to help people and understanding the situation, there's also, unfortunately, the need in today's world to have the closed fist. Um, and I think you should be ready to do both. And hopefully you never have to use the closed fist, but if you do, you can, because there are people in this world who will make a victim out of you. And I never want you guys to be a victim. Don't do that. You'll it's not worth it. I mean, even if you stand up and you get your ass kicked for the right reason, you will feel better in the long run than turning a blind eye to something or being a victim to something. And I'll be honest, bullies don't like to get pushed back. They don't. Uh, and they'll go on and find somebody else. And hopefully you can help them avoid finding anybody else because you don't want it to happen to them either, right? So one story on the bus, the school bus, when I was 11, 12, somewhere in there, there was a kid on the bus, happened to be my neighbor, which that sucked, but he was always kind of just a jerk to people and picking on them and all these things. And we would be on the bus and we would get off the bus. And as we went past him, because he would sit in the middle, he's about 4 years older than me and my sister Joanne. He would sit there with his back against the wall in the school bus, and as people would go by, he would kick them, as they're going by and say stuff to him and just be an asshole to him, basically. And that was one of his things that he liked to do. And my sister and I, we were subjected to that for a long time, and I remember it. And then I remember one day going by and he was kicking Joanne as she went by. And then I remember watching her cry as she went by. And something finally broke in me where I had had enough, and whatever was going to happen, I was going to make a stand. And when I went past him and he's drawing his foot back to kick, I launched myself at him, and his back is up against the bus, and I launched everything, me, my backpack, you know, right at him, as fast and as hard as I could, and rocked his head back against the glass, cracking the glass, and started to just pummel at him. I probably missed him more than I hit him, but I remember just pummeling his face as much as I could, as hard as I could. And to my benefit, I probably caught him off guard, which allowed me to do a lot more damage than I probably would have if he had been aware. And I didn't care. And then the bus driver pulled me off. I got off the bus. He was sent in the other direction, went to my house. And I remember just being so all adrenaline and, emotion and everything. And I was like crying and snot's coming out and this and that. But he never touched me again. And he didn't touch Jillian again. Bullies there's something broken in them where they feel it's important to hurt someone else to feel better. And that could be from the way they grew up in their environment. I don't know. But I will tell you that I'm not going to wait to find out and I don't want you guys to wait either. If you guys are victimized and somebody uses violence on you, and this is not Buddhist, this is not, peaceful. If somebody uses violence on you, and they hit you, I want you to hit them back as hard as you can. Because if you don't, you can hope that the system takes care of it, and the bus driver does this, and gets them in trouble. But if you don't, they will look at you as a victim, and they will treat you like a victim, and they know that they can get away with it, and they will continue to do it as long as they can. But if you fight back against something that is wrong, and you don't allow yourself to be a victim, whatever happens, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. Okay? You're a special person, and I've said that. And you need to be treated like a special person with respect and common courtesy. You not be a victim. So, and Tracy and I have had this discussion, especially with you, Avery, is, I have told you, if somebody hits you, hit them back harder. Don't be the first one to do it. Don't be that person who's a bully. Don't be the aggressor, but you're damn well going to defend yourself. Okay. And I hope you do. I hope you do. Turn the other cheek. I understand that. I get it. And I wish the world were like that. But unfortunately, we're in a reality where those people who want to use their power and violence, they understand that. And they can't handle it for the most part when you fight back, and they don't want any part of it. And that's just what I've learned, over my years. And I'll be honest, I can't stand by and watch anybody else be victimized either. I'm not going to stand by and turn a blind eye to that, because now you're culpable. In my mind, you're culpable to that. So you're allowing that to happen. And if you allow bad things to happen to people when you could do something, you're a part of it. And that's just the way Dad feels about it. So again, if you stand up and you get your ass kicked, I'll be proud of you for getting your ass kicked. But you took a stand to defend yourself or to defend other people who needed your help. And that's the way the world should work. So I know it's not, I'm a little kind of split in the middle here, as far as wanting everything to be peaceful and Shangri-La, and we all get along together, and this connectedness and this harmony. I would love that. And I believe it's what we should strive for, but don't be a victim. Okay. I've been a victim, and it won't ever happen again. Nope. And I won't let other people, even if I don't know them, I won't let other people be victims again if I can stop it. There's no way. Because that goes for a lot of other things. But if you watch something wrong happen and you turn a blind eye, you're part of it. That's just the way I feel. Okay. I love you guys, and I hope you never have to deal with this, or your friends have to deal with it, or people have to deal with it. But they might. So that's just where I come from on that. and you'll get your own opinions and your viewpoints on that as you grow up. But yeah, okay. I love you. Bye.